So until this last Friday, I had a truck sitting right behind me here. I got that truck back in April of 2022. It was such an exciting day because I knew it wasn't going to be cramming hay into the back of the 4Runner anymore. So it was like the highlight of my life. At least that's what it felt like. It's so shiny. Such a long time coming. Yeah. Within the first week of driving it, it broke. It started leaking oil. Thankfully, that was an easy fix. My brother was able to fix that for me, and I was back to driving my truck again. Then in August, it broke again. Because this was the second time the truck broke and I had another option to drive, I just ended up letting it sit there, which is another one of those things I know probably sounds stupid to most people, but to some of you, you're gonna get it. You're gonna understand that. The longer it sat there, the more defeated I felt. It was overwhelming for me to try and figure out if I could even get it towed out of our driveway. You may have noticed that we have a somewhat steep driveway, but the reality is it's much worse in person. And on top of that, cars slide on it when it gets wet. So I was worried that no one was going to be able to tow this truck. We've had many cars get stuck. In fact, we had a UPS driver have to get towed out of our driveway because he couldn't get more than halfway up, and then he got stuck and was afraid if he took his foot off the brake he was going to go rolling into our garage. That was fun. Anyway, I left that truck sitting. I really don't want to admit this because it's really embarrassing, but there was trash sitting in the back of that truck in the bed. There was chicken feed in there that had gotten wet and just started decaying. And so, of course, before the tow truck came to get it, I had to get it all cleaned out. And to say it was gross is like a serious understatement. And as I was cleaning it, I cannot describe the shame I felt. This is just something that happens a lot in my life. It just hit me like a ton of bricks how weird it is that I do those things. How could I leave this truck here with this stuff sitting in here, not be able to get it towed? It's just another one of those things where my brain is a little bit wonky. Anyway, it was towed. Hopefully it's a quick fix. On top of my truck having been broken forever, my 4Runner broke last week. It used to be my primary car. Now the truck is supposed to be my primary vehicle. So anyway, that car broke. My husband's car is definitely not compatible with towing hay around. So I was panicking because I had no way to get hay and I had about 1 day's worth left of hay. So shout out to my friends Jen and Adam who are so wonderful and went, and I only asked for 1 bale of hay, but they brought me 2 and just absolutely made my day. The community where we are is so beautiful. It's like the most wonderful community in the world. Everybody helps each other out and it's amazing. But anyway, I'm so grateful to have friends that help me out even though it's my fault. I put myself in this position. But anyway, the goats get to eat now, so that's a good thing. One last thing, as you've noticed, it's raining again. It never stops. I think a lot of people don't understand what is going on in California. A lot of people think of beaches and sunshine and all of that and forget that California is the 3rd largest state in the US. We have mountains and beaches and deserts and rainforest, and the state is so diverse. I really want people to understand that this is serious weather that we've been dealing with. I thought I would interject here. There is a YouTube channel that I love. It's called Pacific Northwest Weather Watch, and it's interesting because normally his focus, I think, is on the Pacific Northwest, but because of what we've had going on in California, he's focused a lot on all the storms we've had coming through, and he does an amazing job. If you live on the West Coast and are interested in, knowing what the weather is going to be doing, great channel for that. If you don't live in California and you're curious to see, what these weather patterns are all about and all the damage that they're causing, also give them a watch. And I know everybody's probably tired of me talking about the weather. I'm tired of listening to myself talk about the weather. I want it to go away. I want it to dry out. We are very grateful despite having all the trees down, the branches, the barn getting damaged, the landslide. We are okay. But there are a lot of people in California who are not okay. There are farm workers who have lost everything, have been displaced and have nowhere to go. It's really sad. I just hope that people take a moment to try and understand what has been going on. If you care to, I'm not going to demand that anybody do that, but it would be nice if more people actually understood what's going on. So I'll leave it at that, and hopefully I can get off this weather stuff soon. I would love that. I would really love that. These goats, they're killing me. They've taken down their tarp again. I got it all set back up for them. They took it down. They took my fence down, set it back up, taking it down again. And we have another storm coming in tonight, which may be packing quite a punch. So I'm gonna have to do it all over again. And I pulled something in my neck back and I'm just like not in the mood to do this at all, but it's gotta be done. So you guys are nothing but trouble. Thank you, MacGyver. I don't even know where to start today. There's water all over the lens already. It's been a morning. I've got to go take care of the chickens. I took care of the goats this morning. They're all set, but I'm gonna get to the chickens before the storm gets much worse. So we got some bad news about the truck yesterday. Hopefully not too bad, but we'll see. Basically, it has the issue that it already had going on, but it also has extensive rodent damage, which is apparently a really common problem for people this year because the winter's been so bad and they're wet and cold and looking for dry, warm places to be. So we don't know how extensive the damage is yet or what it's going to take to fix it, but I'm just hoping it's not too bad because I really miss that truck. Despite neglecting it and having kind of given up on it, when I started cleaning it, I got so excited to have a truck again. And now I'm feeling defeated again. Such a bummer. Them some very unhappy goats, huh? I wanted to stop too. Hi, Petey. I'm sorry. Get out. No. Get out, out. Denali. Poppy, get out. Come on. Go. Thank you, MacGyver. All my doors are jacked right now. Everything's jacked right now. If I didn't laugh, I would cry. Gotten very close to crying today, too. So anyway, not sure when I'll have that truck back. I mentioned that the 4Runner was broken as well. That's a good story as well. Ruthie Roo, can I come through your lair, please? Oh, no. Almost fell. Look at this. At least their coop is nice and dry. Figured we'd take a look at the old school rain gauge and see what's going on for today. All right, so it doesn't look like too much. That's about 1 1/4 inch. For up here, that's nothing. I think the bulk of the storm is it's on its way, it's coming. So we'll see how much more rain we get today. So we had someone come out to take a look at the 4Runner, and the issue was seemingly a spark plug had gone bad and the engine was misfiring. So they came out to fix it today. More wind. Just hoping a branch doesn't fall on my head. This is probably actually not the best place to be seated. So anyway, they came out to fix it today and realized while they're in the process of attempting to repair it that there is rodent damage in the 4Runner as well. Thankfully in that case, it's just one wire and we can actually fix it temporarily by applying some electrical tape. Once we get it into the shop, they should be able to fix it quickly, and he said it's a pretty cheap repair, so fingers crossed that that's actually the case. My mom also had rodent damage in her car as well this year, and they're in the valley, not in the country and farmland here. So it sounds like a lot of people have had these issues here this year, so it's a mess. I can't believe that came on right when I started recording. I was going to show you that I got a severe thunderstorm warning, and now the emergency alert system is going off. Really regretting sending my youngest off on the bus this morning because that means I have to go pick him up this afternoon because his bus only goes one way. There was a fatal accident this morning on the main road that we take to get to their schools, so hopefully this thunderstorm passes through quickly and before I have to go get him. I probably shouldn't be standing outside with a camera in case there's lightning as well. Yeah, it's been a day. All right, so I'm leaving to get my son right now. Sometimes my husband's car, I think I mentioned, doesn't like to go up the driveway. So fingers crossed The road that we take is actually closed just south of us. So I'm gonna try and get out of here before I get trapped. I really don't want to get trapped today. That's all I need. I'm heading up the driveway. We'll see how this goes. I made it. Oh my God, so grateful that I made it. The roads were terrible. Aerial flooding, branches down, just a total mess. You're probably wondering what's the deal, like why would you have wanted to keep him home? It's just rain, and I have no issues driving in even like torrential downpours. That's fine. The problem is where we live, we often get trapped. That's just sort of the nature of living in the mountains. In the winter, we often have landslides and trees down and things like that block the roads. So I'm always worried I'm not going to be able to get to him. I'm a mom. It makes me nervous not to be able to get to him. But this year is totally different because of just the constant onslaught of rain. And as I've mentioned in prior videos, our soil cannot absorb any more water. So we have trees falling like never before. I mean, just completely uprooting and falling over. Massive trees landing on homes, taking down electrical wires. The landslides are just constant. So it's a bit more than just like not wanting to drive in some bad weather. It's that it's actually really dangerous. Just the roads are just a disaster. I'm in my husband's little sedan that's super low to the ground, and it's just really not designed for this kind of weather. So yeah, fingers crossed we make it home okay. Because right now, all I want to do is go home, start a fire, and make some tea and just chill out for the rest of the day. Maybe have some whiskey. Actually, whiskey sounds better than tea right now. You guys ready? A lot of rain since I was last down here. Oh man. Everybody's got to go in the barn, guys. All right, come on, guys. Pingu, you too. Wait. I want everybody in. Dolly, come on. Pingu. Come on, Dolly, please. Let's go, Dolly. Come here, Dolly. Your man's in here. Come on. Dolly. Nope. You're in. You're gonna stay. I'm sorry. Now I have to make sure that's actually everybody. I gotta use my phone to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Woohoo! Sorry, Dolly. This is one of those nights where you gotta go in. Whew! Everybody's got a safe place to sleep. So I got a little bit of water on the lens of my vlogging camera, so I have it kind of face down in some rice right now. So I'm using my phone. I hope I didn't break it, considering how my day has gone and how much I break everything. I'm gonna check this rain gauge one last time for today. Kind of see where we're at. There's potentially 2 more storms out on the horizon, so not done yet. So that is 1.5 inches. Again, actually, that's not that bad for here. Although I'm not sure how much time that came in. Maybe it's a lot. I don't think it is. I think I'm ready for that whiskey now. All right, I really need to wrap this video up. It's getting kind of long and babbly. But before I do, I wanted to just take a second to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed and who's watching and liking the videos. I'm kind of mind blown right now. As of filming this right now, I have 365 subscribers, which that alone to me is just insane. So I'm very, very grateful for that. The video, Hobby Farming with a Broken Brain and Body, that one has 10.4 thousand views, which is just, I never realized that so many people share those same struggles, and people have been so encouraging and kind in the comments, and we almost have started this little community here of people who encourage and support each other and share in those particular struggles, and it's just a really beautiful thing. So I'm hopeful to keep it a nice community, a nice place to be where people just uplift each other instead of tearing each other down. I know that that's probably not gonna necessarily last forever because YouTube can be sort of a cesspool sometimes in the comments with that sort of thing, but it's just very encouraging. It's not what I expected at all, and I'm just so grateful. Even if you don't subscribe, you don't like the video, just giving it a shot is like huge for me. So I just wanted to make sure to say thank you. I really appreciate this community and the people who are watching and all those people who have supported me in the comments. They've just been so fun to read, and I think I've responded to every single one. I don't think I've missed a single comment, so I'm gonna try and continue to do that. And yeah, we'll see what the next video ends up being about. I'm really hopeful that it's not about the weather again, but there is another likely bomb cyclone setting up right now in the Pacific, sort of north near Alaska, so I don't know that we're in the clear yet, but gosh, I'm hopeful that just by the middle of April, we'll finally have some consistent sunshine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.